LBS continuous metal dry verge trims offer a long-term, maintenance-free solution to verge detail. They will reduce the fitting time required on site in comparison to traditional wet verge detail. They also comply with all the required codes of practice within each region. LBS offer two types of continuous metal verge trim which come in 3-metre lengths. The first verge trim, Type 1, is typically used where the roof has a barge board overhang fitted. The second verge trim, Type 2, is typically used where the roof has no barge board overhang fitted and the down leg of the trim will cover the batten edge and allow for render to be brought up to the underside of the trim. LBS can provide a pre-made internal joint union to provide a seamless and secure joint when merging continuous verge trims together. The LBS continuous dry verge trims are readily available for fitting with both our interlocking clay tile range and our double lap natural slate range. These products are manufactured using high quality metal and are coated with a black polyester finish. First, you must install your roofing battens at the correct spacing for the required product with the roofing membrane returned over the edge of the battens. You can then proceed to fit your required LBS verge trim. Both Type 1 and Type 2 metal trims are designed to be nailed directly onto the face of the roofing batten using a non-corrosive clout nail. This nail cannot be longer than the batten thickness or else it will penetrate the roofing membrane below. Fitting the Type 1 verge trim allows for slightly more adjustment with the shunt and spacing of the roof covering being fitted. Whereas when fitting the Type 2 verge trim, the down leg must finish tight against the block or brickwork. This gives less flexibility when spacing the roof covering, so always check and mark out your roof accordingly. When cutting the LBS continuous metal dry verge trim, we recommend using metal snips. When installing a metal verge trim with our single lap interlocking clay tiles, you must chip off one of the hanging nibs from the rear of the tile. Chip off the nib at the corresponding side depending on whether you are installing the right hand or left hand verge. This will allow the full tile to sit flush on top of the metal trim. If your verge length is longer than 3 meters and you are required to connect multiple units together, you can do so using the pre-made internal joint union. When your continuous metal dry verge trims are installed together with your roof covering and ridge tiles, you can cap off the apex junction of the trims with an LBS gable end cap. This will fully weatherproof all units.